Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. I have kind of a smaller haul to show you guys today. Much smaller than the last one you probably just saw, which should be the video before this one. So I have that to show you, which is there's a few things from last Friday, May 18th, and then the rest of it is from today, which is Wednesday the 23rd. Don't usually have Wednesday hauls, but late last night I found a rummage sale on Craigslist that was about 45 minutes away. Went on their Facebook page, saw that they had a decent amount of stuff, so took a chance, drove 45 minutes, and ended up doing, pretty well. But before I show you guys all that, I have to tell you guys a story. I know some of you like my stories, some of you hate them, so for you, those of you that hate them, I will make sure I put in the title how far you need to go in so you can just get right straight to the haul. But this is a story about why eBay is so special to me sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong, eBay can frustrate the heck out of me with all their rules, their regulations, and the buyers who don't pay attention, they don't read stuff, then they get it, then it's not right, and why isn't it, and because you didn't read. Or they just ask stupid questions when the answer is already in the listing. I mean, I could go on and on and on. But today is about the good parts of eBay. This is a story that, this would not have happened if I hadn't been a seller and sold this particular item. So this story actually starts about 27 years ago. When I was living in Ireland. I've told you all before, I think, that I lived in Ireland for a summer when I was 22. Had my 23rd birthday over there. I was a hotel management student for a year at a school in Baltimore. There were also culinary students and pastry students there, and that's where I met my late husband. He was a culinary student. And one of the main reasons I went to this school was because they had a program overseas. They owned a hotel in Ireland. And after you did a certain amount of your work here in the States, you got shipped over there for, a few months and got to work there. And it was amazing. I learned more in that year than I did in probably most of the jobs I've had and all 4 years of college to get my bachelor's in psychobiology. So why I did hotel management, I have no idea. I think I was temporarily insane. I should have done pastry because I love to bake, but that's where I ended up, and it turned out to be a good thing because a lot of things happened after that wouldn't have if I hadn't have gone down that road. So when we got over there, one of my late husband's main teachers was a chef named Peter Timmins. If you don't know who he is, he unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but he was one of the best chefs in the world, not just, in Ireland or the United States, but the world. I think the time he passed, he was only one of 67 certified master chefs in the world, and it was just crazy. He was a genius. He's trained a lot of amazing chefs. Even one of the top chef winners, Michael Voltaggio, studied under him. He was amazing. And thank goodness, as a 22-year-old stupid kid, I had no idea who I was in the presence of at that time. Because if I had, I probably wouldn't even have been able to speak 2 words to him. But my late husband got to work with him, and I got to know Chef really well, and him and I had a very sarcastic kind of back and forth relationship. He would bust on me and I would throw it right back at him, and that's how it went. And then he found out how picky I was about food, and he would tease me about it. He goes, "Are you kidding?" He goes, "You're going to marry a chef and you're picky." I'm like, "Yeah." So he would make it a point on the days that I wasn't working you know, my late husband and everyone in the culinary program, they would cook in the morning and then they would eat what they cooked for lunch and, you know, critique it and everything. So Chef would always ask my late husband, he's like, is she working today? And if I wasn't, the phone in my cottage would ring and it would be Chef. And he'd be like, get your butt up here and eat lunch. And I would always say, well, Chef, what do we have? And he's like, don't worry about it. Just get up here and eat it. So he made me get out of my comfort zone and try so many different things that I would have never tried before. I remember the one time I went up and I walked in and he's like, you're not going to like it today. He goes, but you're going to try it anyway. I go, why, Jeff? What are we having? He goes, liver. I go, oh, I love liver. He just looked at me and went, are you kidding? He goes, you hate everything. He goes, but you like liver. I go, yeah. Oh my goodness. So I even got the honor of being able to cook with him because I was teasing him one day about the fact that as management students, we had to do everything in the hotel. We had to do accounting and front desk and like every job under the sun, housekeeping, bartending. And I said, we get to do everything, but we don't get to cook. And he goes, you want to cook with me? I go, well, of course we do. So somehow or another, he managed to get all of us out of work for a week, and we all went up and we got to the honor of cooking with him for a week. Of course, my late husband was not happy with me, though, when on the first day, Chef looked at me and he goes, okay, this was your brilliant idea. Now what do you want to do? I go, I want to bake, which is the wrong thing to say in a room full of chefs. You know, not pastry chefs, just regular chefs. The majority of regular chefs hate baking. If looks could have killed, I would have been dead like 6 times over with everybody, you know, giving me these horrible looks. They were not happy with me. And anyway, we came back home. Unfortunately, lost my husband a few years later, and I knew that Chef had come to the States. I knew he had gone down to the Greenbrier, which is another very famous place. He ran an amazing internship program there for young chefs. Then he went down to Florida, to Palm Beach. And then, like I said, I think a little less than 4 years ago now, he passed unexpectedly. He was only 57. So, fast forward to about 2 weeks ago, I go to an estate sale. I'm in the library, I'm looking for something to sell, and I see a cookbook, and it's the, Modern Guide to Cooking Techniques, or Guide to Modern Cooking, and now I can't even remember the title. I should smack myself. But anyway, it was by Auguste Escoffier, who is like the master of cooking. The book first came out in 1907, and this was a 1929 copy, and it's hard to find an early copy. And I knew that my late husband would have gone gaga over this book. He would have never let me sell it. So I had to save it, brought it home, put it up on eBay, and I think by the next day I had a bid. A few days later it sells, and I see that the buyer's name has the word chef in front of his last name. I'm like, chef. So I got curious and I Googled him, which I never do with a buyer, but I wanted to know if he was an actual chef or if he was like some goofball just pretending to be a chef. Turns out he works down in Palm Beach at a very exclusive place. He is the 2017 American Culinary Federation Chef of the Year award winner, which is a very big deal. And so I emailed him because I read the press release about him, and about halfway down they asked for comments from him about winning this award, and he had to thank his main mentor, which was Chef Peter Timmins. I'm like, oh my God, he worked with Chef. I was so excited. So I emailed this guy and I said, I don't usually Google people and I'm not this intrusive. I'm not a stalker, I swear. But, I see that you worked with Chef. I got to work with Chef, and I just wanted to let you know that. And I said, thank you for bringing back a lot of really good memories for me tonight. So he emailed me back the next day and said, yes, I am who you think I am. I worked with Chef for a few years at the Greenbrier, and then I followed him down to Florida, and when he passed, I took over for him. So he said that he collects these books because Chef taught him to collect the early copies because there are less changes. So he has a bunch of his own copies in his own personal collection, and he also collects early copies to hand down to his young chefs. All this, is a tribute to Chef Timmins, who, taught him how important this book is. So then he asked me, he's like, please feel free to write inside the book and, write a few words about, how you remember Chef and how he touched your life, and sign it. And he said this will be become one of my most prized copies, which just, touched my heart. And a couple days ago I had to send it to him, and then I'm trying to think of what to write in it, and then I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't want to write in this book. This is a Scoffier. And then I don't know what to say because this guy's like an amazing chef, and I just did not feel worthy at all. But I did end up writing something and sent it off to him. So that's that. The only thing that would make it complete is if someday I would be lucky enough to taste his cooking. That was so influenced by what Chef had taught him. So that is my eBay story. It was amazing. But still, even though I have eaten again and again and again with a master chef who's made me some amazing meals. He even cooked for us at a castle once, which it was my princess moment. I felt, so important. I'm still a diners, drive-ins, and diner, drive-ins, and dives type of girl instead of fine dining. But still, I was extremely lucky to have been in his presence and eaten so much of his food. It was truly an honor. Okay, so enough about that. Oh my God, this is 12 minutes of me babbling. Okay, let me show you what I got last Friday. I went to 2 sales. One I bought nothing at. The other was listed as an estate sale, but their prices were really cheap, so I think it was just like the family running it. Oh, I ended up getting 5 things and spending $5. First off, they said they had a lot of sewing items, so that was the main reason I went. I got this Paragon Needlecraft Holly Hobby Snip and Stuff Christmas Ornament Kit. Should be able to make about 15 with free shipping on that. Then I got 2 of these patterns. I've bought these in the past. Not these exact patterns, but this brand, Folkwear. They did this whole line of, bizarre ethnic costumes and stuff like that. Things you obviously aren't wearing on an everyday basis. But so far I found 3 of them, not including these. Sold them all. So these are really good to look for because you can usually pick them up really cheap. Paid $1 a piece for these. This one is Austrian dirndls. And these are new and uncut. I think that one's dated 1980. And this one is 5 Frontier shirts. This is 1981, also uncut. I should be able to get about 20 with free shipping on each one of those. Then I got 2 games. I got the Settlers of Catan. This is the German Game of the Year for 1995. U.S. Board Game of the Year for 1996. It's a good one to look for. This is complete except it's missing one measly little tiny piece, which shouldn't be a big deal because there are a couple extra pieces in here too. But it's missing one of these little blue wooden bars, which I don't think is going to be that big of a deal. I should be able to get at least 20 plus shipping, maybe squeak a little bit more out of that. And then I got, something just fell off of something. Then I got this one called Ticket to Ride. This is the Days of Wonder edition. There's a bunch of different editions of this one. This was the 2004 German Game of the Year. This one is complete. It's in excellent condition. Again, 20, maybe a little more plus shipping. Whoops. Yeah. Let me know, guys, if this works any better than when I have all the lines exposed as far as focusing on my items. So that was it for that sale and that whole weekend. It rained the whole weekend. I ended up staying in on Saturday and watching the royal wedding, which was awesome. I've watched all of them since Diana got married, and I woke up at the crack of dawn when I was 12. So, had to see this one. And my daughter made me scones, and I had scones and tea. It felt a lot like when I was back in Ireland, eating scones and tea. But then today I went to, like I said, another rummage sale at a Methodist church about 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes away. I got there like, I don't know, 2 minutes before they opened the doors because they started at 8 and I couldn't leave here until a little after 7 once I got my daughter on the bus. So I'd never been to this one before, didn't really know what to expect, just saw their pictures on Facebook, saw a few things that I might want to grab, which I ended up getting everything that I saw online. So not too bad. I spent a total of 25 bucks, which means I paid $1, I believe, for every piece that I bought. So first up is this big bowl. This is from Williams-Sonoma. This is their 12-inch salad bowl from the Tuscan olive pattern, which is pretty popular. I should be able to get probably 25 to 30 plus shipping out of that. I think replacements right now wants 75 for that bowl. So I usually try and get around half, maybe a little less than replacements. I got one mug because I thought it was interesting. This Chicago mug with the saxophone as the handle. I thought that was cool. There's no maker's mark on it at all, but it's in really good shape. So 10 plus shipping on that, hopefully. Then I got this reverse painted ornament, and I just showed another one I bought at the last rummage sale I was at. A Niqua ornament. This one, I'm looking at it and I couldn't figure out, like, you know, who had made it or what it was. And then down here, and it's very hard to see, thankfully I had my loop in my pocket. I took it out and I saw that it said Lawrence Vargas. So, can't find this exact one online, so I don't know what it's called. But, I will put it up on eBay anyway, and hopefully I should get about, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 plus shipping on that. Then I got some metal figurines. I got this little candle holder. This is a little metal bunny rabbit who's kind of using a leaf as his boat with a little paddle, and the candle holder's right here. I had to scrape the candle wax out of it. No markings on it, but he should sell for around 15 plus shipping, hopefully. Then I got this little cast iron penguin figurine. No marks on it. Can't find any others on eBay, so maybe at least 10 plus shipping on him. Then this is a little figurine of a Pekingese. Maybe 10 on him. And then this, I don't think it's Mac, because I mean I have a Mac hood ornament that I gave to my husband because his father used to work for them back in the day. It's definitely a hood ornament because it's got the little pins right here. But I can't find a bulldog ornament or hood ornament where it's wearing a top hat. So This is not copper. This is like just white metal with a copper finish on it. So I'm definitely going to put this up at auction because I don't know what this is going to do. And I can't find any marks on this either. But hopefully at least 20. Got some DVDs. Some are for my Disney lot that I still haven't put up yet. And the rest are either going to go all together in a lot or go to the consignment sale. I got The Fox and the Hound 1 and 2. This is the 25th anniversary edition. They're both in like new condition. So happy to get those. Those will get popped in the Disney lot. And then 3 VeggieTales DVDs, which are also look like they've never been played. If I can find some more over the summer, I'll make a lot for eBay. If not, I'll sell these at the consignment sale. Like I said, those were all $1 a piece. Then I picked up these. These are Hansa. This actually says meat forks. A dishwasher safe stainless steel meat forks, if you'd like to translate all that. But these were like brand new in the box, so hopefully maybe 10 to 15 plus shipping on those. Then I picked up this balsa wood. Well, I just thought it was a house, but it's actually a box. You take the roof off, and it's this little, has a little secret compartment in it. On the bottom it says, it looks like Mutsuko Moore on the bottom, but I can't find anything about that name. But hopefully get about 10 out of that. Got 2 books. Let's see, Jesus Calling. Hello, there we go. The 10th anniversary edition, and this one is the My Catholic Companion. Should get about 15 out of both of those, plus medium mail shipping. Then these are, maybe you guys can help me on these. I can't find these anywhere. I think they're mint julep. Supposed to be mint julep glasses. They're silver plate, and they all say Williams-Sonoma Home on the bottom. There's this design, and then there's this rib design. I have 2 of each. So I don't know, I can't find them anywhere online. So probably put them up as, you know, the pairs. So 2 sets of 2. Try and get, I guess, start them at auction at 30 and see if they go anywhere. Okay, finally, the last few things I got. I got this brand spanking new and sealed container of Ginate powder with the powder puff. Cost me $1. These sell all day long for about 50 bucks. So, really happy to find that. And then what I saw on Facebook, I saw they had embroidery kits, so that was the main reason I went up there. This Dimensions Bunny and Friend kit. This is a crewel kit. Hopefully at least 10 on that. Can't find another one on eBay. I'll show you this one last. Pooh, E is for Eeyore, maybe 15 including shipping on that. Then this one is from Current. It's a magnet set with this really cute mouse, raccoon, cat, and bunny rabbit. Maybe 10 with shipping on that. And then this one, I don't know what this one is going to do. Okay, sorry. Just realized my camera stopped. Anyway, this is an Elsa Williams kit. It's a rare kit, I believe, from like the early 60s. Can't find it on eBay anywhere. I'm going to start it probably at 50 and see where it goes, because it's in excellent condition. I guess I'll put like rare still life fruit in the title, and we'll see where that goes. So that's it, guys. I spent a total of 30 bucks on everything that I showed you. So thanks for watching and listening to my long drawn out story, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.